Hello Aries, welcome to Effortless Empress Elegance Tarot channel. Today we're going to do a yours and theirs. We are going to take a look at you and the person that's on your mind. Maybe you have a person, maybe a person is headed your way, but whoever you have in mind that you think about. Give me one for Aries. Give me one for my Aries. What energy is my Aries sitting in this union? All right. Humor. I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. I love that for us, Aries. You know, I never think I'm funny, but I do find that people seem to enjoy the things that I say. We're probably funny without trying to be funny. Okay, give me one for my Aries person. Give me one for the person on my Aries mind. Okay. Freedom. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. I mean, that's great for our person. This is probably why you're attracted to this person. You know, they seem to have a very carefree essence about them, what I'm picking up, what I'm feeling right now. And it seems like it's probably like a very breath of fresh air for you. And I love that for you, Aries. Give me another card for my Aries. It's another affirmation card just to get a little more insight on my Aries group that I'm reading for. Give me one for our humorous Aries. All right, one more shuffle. All right, yes and no. Can you see that? I'm always allowed to say the word no, even to people that I love. To say yes all the time may lead to exhaustion and mental fatigue. I can help others, but I must also help myself preserve my energy. Okay? So this is telling me, like, don't give too much, right? Maybe don't be so available. You know, as Aries, when we're in love, we give and give and give and give and give. And sometimes it leaves us with an empty cup, right? So find power in your yes and in your no. You know, and it doesn't mean that you don't love them. You can love them and say no. And that creates healthy boundaries. All right? And I'm all for that. You know, don't learn the lesson of unhealthy boundaries late in a relationship. It just doesn't serve anyone. Okay, work balance. I am more than my job. My work is important and provides a sense of purpose, but I must create a boundary. I will honor my mental and physical health first. I work to live. I do not live to work. Okay, so I just said something about boundaries. And I think that sometimes when our partners don't have healthy boundaries, it leads us to not have healthy, or at least flex on our boundaries. So maybe your person is really into, you know, the work that they do. And that's not always a bad thing, but maybe sometimes when you love someone, you see little, I'm going to call them improvements that they can make. Okay, you don't always have to let them know that you see them, but I think that it's healthy to create a space where they can grow through that, right? So if you know they're getting home from work, my Aries, and they've had a tough day, or you know Wednesdays, Thursdays, Tuesdays are just they're really heavy days, or they have crazy clients, or you know they're on their feet all day, create a space that alleviates that for them, right? Run the bath, have food ready for them. You know, have discussions around things other than work. You know, keep it positive. You know, it seems like they may create a space for them that may not be the healthiest because they are workaholics, but also support them in their work, right? Adventurer also came out. Okay, so maybe that's something that you guys can work on together. Okay, now let's see what you guys have in common. What is something that you two connect on? Okay, let's see. Ooh, that's a lot of cards. I wonder if you guys connect on many different levels, which is beautiful for you too. All right, let's see. Your inner power. Give me the courage and the power to do what must be done. Seems like both of you are very efficient people. And you could see there is a Leo on this card. I don't know if you have Leo placements. Your person may have Leo placements. Or your person could be a Leo. Also have acceptance on this. So that is a very powerful thing that connects the two of you. Your inner power and your acceptance. I feel like that is really healthy for a relationship for both of you. And allowing each other the space to be who you are and do what you need to do. I love that for the both of you. I think I'm going to start pulling a few other cards so that we can see any challenges that your relationship may have. Since we see that your inner power is so connected, I mean, I love that for you. Okay, so we have the Ace of Pentacles, the Nine of Wands, and the King of Wands, which is also, you see this other lion there? So we're getting heavy Leo here. I mean, it can also be an Aries, Sagittarius, but I'm getting heavy Leo here, okay? If your person is a Leo. I see that there is Ace of Pentacles here, and that is an opportunity, actual physical opportunity between you guys. Maybe something's coming up here that you two maybe don't always agree on, and it's like a physical thing, something you can touch, right? Time at work all the time, okay? Maybe someone's having to move because of work or travel a lot because of that. Okay, Nine of Wands here is a very protective energy. Okay, you see how that gate is in front of her? And she's holding that light up. But this is also telling you to move forward. Okay, but move forward carefully. Okay, this is not telling you to stop. It just looks like maybe there's something here that you have a wall up on. And the King of Wands is someone that is very certain of himself. He's very sure of himself. It could be egotistical at times, especially with this Leo. Don't be mad at me for that. But if this is a challenge for you, what is some advice? Okay. So I'm getting Ten of Swords, which is usually an ending. Okay, so we have Three of Swords at the bottom that you don't see coming. Give me another one for this. Okay, Five of Pentacles. This is taking a turn. Okay, so you see she seems sad here, like that door's locked. But there's a key here. There's a solution to this, okay? It seems like maybe you're on the brink of calling it, right? But there's a solution here. There's a fix. There's something that can be done, okay? Let me get one more. Okay, so the Queen of Swords is at the bottom. And this is what you don't see. See this cup here behind bars? That cup behind bars is saying that this Queen of Swords is truth without a ton of emotion, okay? Maybe you guys need to have a very serious talk, okay? Communication without feeling so harmed by each other's words, okay? There is solutions here. So hear each other to understand and not to respond. This is what I'm getting. I'm getting heaviness here, but you guys connect internally so well. You know, you guys connect on levels that other couples really wish they had. You know, I wouldn't say right now, let me pull a few more cards. Five of Swords. They give you a headache? They stress you out? Is that what's happening? You know what you need to do here is what I'm getting. You need to understand how your person communicates, and they need to understand how you communicate too. Because you could be saying something that you think makes perfect sense, but they listen in circles, and you speak in squares, and that's never going to connect. Try to understand your person's point of view, and I hope they try to understand yours. Because it does seem like there is stress between the two of you, no matter how well you connect. And this, I want to say, happens naturally in relationships. This is not the end all be all unless you want it to be. Okay. Let's see. What other advice can I give my beautiful Aries and their partner? Actually, how does their partner see things? What is the outlook of my Aries person that they have on their mind? Give me one. All right. Justice. So this is heavy Libra energy. They're seeking fairness, okay? But they're seeking their level of fairness. What they feel like fair is for them, okay? You see that reflection there? It's incoming, okay? So I don't see them closed off to this idea. Okay, Six of Wands. They want a good outcome with you, okay? What is my Aries lens on this? Give me one for my Aries. Okay, it's my favorite card. The Empress. Queen of Queens, okay? You want to nurture this, and maybe you don't know how, but it looks like you and your person both have good intentions. Yours is a little more delicate than theirs, okay? But there's nothing wrong with either one of your outlooks. I think it's just, yeah. I think you guys are coming from a place of emotion, and I'm not saying not to feel, but I'm saying stop trying to connect there, okay? Try to connect in a space that feels logical, even if you have to write it down first, right? Look at your talking points and maybe do some pros and cons on your partner, okay? And you might find out it's not as bad as you thought. You know, maybe your feelings about it are stronger than what's happening in reality, all right? Let's see. Oh, that came out. Okay, Judgment. So they're releasing things that don't serve them, okay? They're making a decision. You see how they're releasing that? Looks like you have a decision to make, the both of you, okay? And it's going to come with a lot of hard truths, okay? But I also feel like you both are going to get what you put into it, okay? If you both want it to end, it's going to end. If you nurture this, then it's going to be nurtured. But you see how it's cycling there, and there's that infinity symbol? You're going to get what you put into this. If you shut down and close out, that's what's going to happen. Okay. All right. Give me the outcome for my Aries and oh, that flew out. Okay. Queen of Cups and the Hangman. I wouldn't do anything too quickly. The Hangman kind of gives us reason to pause. Okay. And the Queen of Cups does things through her heart. Okay. She's emotionally in tune with who she is. She understands how things flow through her. And I think that you both have to take a pause and start there. Don't start here with that hard conversation you had last time, or this terrible situation, or, you know, I'm just going to put up these walls and protect myself. Don't start there. Okay? Take a pause. See things from a different lens, from another aspect. Oh, the irony of this. The other aspect of what you originally thought. And if you make a movement, take an action, do it in love. You'll never regret that. You'll regret harsh things. You'll regret moving harshly or making decisions through emotion or anger, and that won't serve anyone. Take time to reflect. Okay? There's hope here, but there's heaviness. But you and your person will find a balance. Lean on that inner connection that you two share. That came out very strongly. Okay. I have hope. Put in the comments what you think, how it worked out, if it resonated with you. My Aries, I love you. You're amazing. Take care of yourself and each other.